Israel is facing one of the most severe environmental crises in its recent history. Over the past few weeks, massive wildfires have swept across vast areas of the country, destroying cities, forests, rural communities, and nature reserves. The scenes are apocalyptic. Thick smoke covering the skies, flames engulfing the hills, and thousands of people evacuated from their homes amid chaos. The tragedy began in the Karmit Forest, located just outside Jerusalem. A thick column of smoke was spotted from nearby roads, triggering an immediate response from emergency services. The situation quickly escalated as dry, shifting winds fueled the flames, increasing their speed and reach dramatically. The Jerusalem District Fire and Rescue Authority swiftly mobilized units, declaring a Level 2 emergency to reinforce operations with additional crews. Aerial firefighting helicopters dropped water from above, while ground teams worked tirelessly to dig containment lines across rugged and densely wooded terrain. Despite their efforts, the fire spread rapidly in multiple directions. Nearby neighborhoods received alerts via sirens and mobile messages. Immediate evacuations were ordered. Entire families grabbed essential belongings and rushed to community shelters set up in schools and local centers. Roads leading to the forest were closed to allow uninterrupted firefighting operations, as thick smoke blanketed the skies and severely reduced visibility. At the same time, other fires began erupting across various parts of the country. Authorities feared many were triggered by human negligence or accidental ignition from machinery or discarded cigarette butts. A dangerous combination of extreme heat, dry vegetation, and unstable winds created the perfect storm, making the fires nearly impossible to contain. Several cities, including parts of Jerusalem, experienced temporary power outages due to the threat of flames reaching high-voltage lines. Hospitals were placed on high alert for possible admissions from smoke inhalation, burns, or respiratory crises, especially among the elderly and children. Wildlife in Karmit Forest and other natural areas were forced to flee, displacing entire species and destroying critical habitats. The emotional toll of this disaster has been profound. Many people lost everything: homes, possessions, memories. Some evacuees fled with nothing but the clothes on their backs. Fear, uncertainty, and psychological stress have deeply impacted entire communities. Reports surfaced of panic attacks and anxiety among children unable to fully grasp what was happening. Despite the devastation, the solidarity shown by the Israeli people has been remarkable. Volunteers, paramedics, civil defense teams, and everyday citizens rallied to deliver aid, distribute food, and assist firefighters however they could. Amid it all, stories emerged that highlighted the best of humanity. One family rescued their pets from the flames, while another was saved by a group of volunteers who braved the fire to pull them from their home. Social media played a critical role in this emergency. Users shared videos, GPS locations, calls for help, and real-time updates. The speed and flow of information allowed for more effective coordination among civilians, rescuers, and authorities. The Ministry of Environmental Protection announced a thorough evaluation of the ecological damage. There are fears of significant biodiversity loss, air pollution, and contamination of water sources due to ash and toxic materials released by the fires. Structural damage to homes, roads, and power infrastructure will also be assessed in the coming days. The Israeli government activated national emergency protocols, deploying additional resources, military units, and logistical support to the hardest-hit regions. Face masks and first aid kits were distributed, and rural checkpoints were established to prevent further disasters. Emergency Line 102 received hundreds of calls within minutes. Firefighters have been working in rotating shifts without rest. They are expected to remain in the affected areas for several more days to ensure no active hotspots remain and to prevent flare-ups. Authorities have asked the public not to return to burned areas until officially cleared. Experts agree that climate change is a major factor behind disasters like this. Rising temperatures, prolonged droughts, and increasingly dry summers have dramatically raised the risk of wildfires. Like other Mediterranean countries, Israel is facing extreme conditions that were once rare. Public awareness has become an urgent issue. Authorities have urged citizens not to light fires during dry periods, to protect natural areas, and to report any signs of smoke immediately. A national educational campaign on wildfire prevention is expected to roll out in the coming months. As the flames begin to die down in some regions, the process of emotional and physical recovery has only just begun. Many families are wondering if they'll ever return home. The trauma left behind by the fires will be difficult to overcome. However, the strength and resilience shown by so many people is a source of hope. This disaster stands as a stark reminder of nature's destructive power and the fragility of our environments in the face of neglect and lack of preparation. It forces us to rethink our policies, our environmental culture, and how we relate to the natural world.